Hi everyone, welcome to Automation Testing Series by StarAgile. I am Satyam. I'll be your guide throughout this journey. In this video, we'll be covering locators supported by Playwright, assertions in Playwright, how to extract multiple web elements from a page. So let's get started. Welcome back guys. So in this lecture, we are going to talk about locators, which are very much important in any sort of many sort of tools which are using it, right? So locators, we are going to basically to find any sort of web element on the page, right? We are using locators. So this is very much important basically. And so in the Playwright, right, it supports many many locators. If you see, page get by role, get by text, get by label, get by placeholder, get by alt text, get by title, get by test ID, XPath. These many locators it is supporting. Okay, so we'll go one by one. I will understand what exactly it is. Okay, we won't go deep dive into it. I'll just show like how exactly we can use it and where exactly it is basically. Okay, for practical words, practical wise, we'll talk about it later on. Okay, so first thing is get by role. Okay, so get by role, as it suggests here, to locate by explicit and implicitly accessibility attributes. Okay, so role, if you go to any website, okay, this particular website where I have learnt actually, and many courses I've done on this. So if here, if you go, just do Control F and just type here role. Okay, so see here, you can see here role is group here, right? So this is how it will be present on the web page. Okay, or if you go here in, suppose like facebook.com, so here also we should have one attribute named role. See, role equal to main, role equal to button, right? This is the button which they are talking about. So these all the things will be present here. So we can write the locator with the help of role. Okay, second thing what do we have is, let's see. So second thing we have is get by text. Okay, so whatever the web element you want to find it, you can find it with the help of get by text. So get by text in the sense what? So in the page, if you see these texts, right, this name, email, this proto-commerce, home, shop, protector, tutorial, everything will be kind of web element. It's kind of text. So if you go here and if you see here, right, this is a text. So what you can do, right, get by text, and you can give this text name. So it will be helpful to find this particular web element on the page. That's why it has been written as get by text. Okay, now next what we have, get by label. So see, get by label to locate a form controlled by associated label text. So wherever the label text is there, we can locate it with the help of this. So on the page, let's see where exactly it is. So if you see here, this is the label name. See, it's written right, get by label, and you can give this name. So it will be helpful to identify this web element. Then we have what? Email, we have password, we have gender, right? We have employment status. So these all, whatever you are seeing it, right, these all are labels, right? With the help of this label, we will be able to find the locator. Okay. Okay, now let's go further. Get by placeholder. Okay, so this placeholder is kind of interesting thing. So suppose like any sort of name, email or password is there, right? If you go to the password, you see here, you should be able to see the placeholder. See, get by placeholder, these are the placeholders which are present. So with the help of placeholder, you can basically find this particular password input box. Okay, because these are the placeholder. Also, if you do here Control F, you can see here what So here also you can see this is only the placeholder which we have on the page. Okay, so this is one thing. Now next what do we have is, now we have is get by all text. Okay, so this is basically for the image and all. Okay, wherever the image and all is present, in that case you can use this all text. So this is not the image. Let me see somewhere, maybe amazon.com. Let me go here inside that. Okay, now let's see, this is what exactly the image is. See here guys, so this is image, right? This is image, I am image class, and but all text is not present for this. See, okay, all text is present here. See, alt equal to sponsored. See, right? So this is basically all text comes for image itself. Okay, so you can do get by all get by all text, and you can pass this particular parameter over there. Okay, in the script. Now what else we have is, we have all text, we have title. Okay, title of any of the page. So again we'll be back, search here title. See here guys, there is one title here which is proto commerce. Then what else is there? Okay, so in this page we have only one title which is proto commerce. Okay, so if you want, this is the proto commerce title. Okay, so if you want to find this particular web element, what you can do is, like, you can do get by title, and then you can give here proto commerce. Understood? So this is how you can deal with it. Last, what do we have is, no, two more are there. So one is like get by test ID, to locate an element based on its data test ID attribute. Other attributes can be configured. So this is not much important actually, and we don't use also much. So this one you can ignore it. For now we can go with the XPath, which is more important, and it is being used in everywhere. Either it's other Selenium tool, Playwright, Cypress, wherever you go, they will be using XPath. So XPath, you guys all be knowing how to write it, but still I'll just show for one place. So suppose, right, this class is there, form group, or if you go here, suppose this input box. Okay, so to find the XPath, what you can do is, just class name is there, right? Just copy the class name, and what you can do is /input bracket @ class equal to, see, now it has been selected, right? One out of so that's what it is. So /, if you give this, will go to the root node, and then what you'll do is, like, you'll give the input is kind of tag name. You give the tag name, attribute, and then attribute value. Attribute is class here, and the attribute value is basically the value which has been given. And with this you can find any locator uniquely, right? So same thing, it goes for the form group or example group. Everything will be done by this particular thing. Okay, now let's come back over here on the page. So guys, since we have done the setup here, right, now it's time to write our code. Okay, so to write the code, first as I told, like, this page is a kind of page fixture which we'll be using to do any actions. Okay, so suppose when we do here page dot, and there is a function, there is a method name go to. Understood? So and you write this, right? So what does it do is, basically base.go to will navigate you to that particular platform, which URL you will provide it. Okay, so for now what I'll do is, I'll go here and copy this and put it over here. Okay, once you kept here, now we'll see what happens. So there are two. So one thing we need to observe here. Okay, there are two there are two test methods we have created here. One has title, one has get started. Okay, but if you give here npx playwright test and then this file name, so it will get confused which test to use basically. Okay, because there are two. So in that case, if you want to use or run only this particular method, then what you can do is you just type it here test.only. If you do test.only, what does it do is like it will run only this file or only this method. It will not go to this method itself. Okay, so for now let's run our first code, npx playwright test. Okay, see now it's running one test using one worker. One worker, I'll show you why it is showing one worker. It failed. Okay, so now guys, see it has been failed. Now you guys will be thinking why exactly it has been failed. So wherever we write here async, okay, we need to append this with await, which I spoke before. Await is very important. This is kind of, it provides synchronization to the script. You need to have await over here all the time. Now if you run this, see now, see suppose this has happened, and if certain script has been failed or passed, so now what you need to do is you need to close it, right, or start the new terminal time, not new terminal. What you can do is just do Control C. Once you do it Control C, again the terminal has come back. Now again what you need to do is just click on up arrow. It will show the last command which you have done. For now, what, see, so why it is running in headless mode is basically you are written here headless equal to true. That means it will run in headless. If you give here headless equal to false, then see what will happen. See now it is running in headed mode and it is very fast. So it launched the browser and it has been passed, right? See, and so basically when you don't have to, so there are two methods which I told before. So if you want to run in headed or headless mode, you can decide from here also. If you give here headed, so it will be applicable here. Like if you give headed here, then it will run in headed. If you don't give it here, then it will pick up here what you have given exactly. Okay, the first priority comes where exactly what you have given here in the terminal, and second priority it comes what exactly you have given here, right? So these things we need to always keep this in mind. Okay, now see why it is running in one test using one worker. So one test means, see test.only we did, this is the one test file, a test method which is basically running it. And why it is showing one worker means, if you go here and if you see here, everything else we have commented it out, only we have this Chromium. So one worker I told before is like one particular browser it is running and one platform it is running basically. That's why it is showing one worker. If you enable this, then it will show two workers. So let me do one thing, let me enable this. Okay, now you see what it will show. It should show running one test in two browsers. Okay, see, running two tests in two browsers. My bad if I spoke, if I told one test, but it will be like two tests, it is running in two browsers. Okay, so two tests, why? Because two different browsers is running two different tests. I mean same test, if it is running in two browsers, then it shows two tests are running. Okay, that's why it is showing two tests using two browsers. Okay, so this will be helpful in the when we do the parallel testing also. Okay, so in that case you can just comment it out, and you can just decomment it, and you can just run in that particular browser. For now I'm just commenting it out so that so that we'll be knowing it. Okay, so now what is the next thing is basically, so for now I'm running in only one worker. Okay, so let me run again in headed mode. Now it is showing one test in one browser. Okay, So that is done. So these are kind of basic thing which we will be doing it. Okay guys, so in this lecture we'll talk about assertions in Playwright. What exactly assertions are? So Playwright includes test assertion in form of aspect function. So we always have a keyword name aspect. With the help of aspect itself we will do the assertions. Okay, now let's go and see in their official website what exactly sessions are. See here. So these are their official website where it is written expect is the keyword we always have to provide dot any sort of validation we want to do, right? That we can provide it here. Await expect page dot or this all the things, right? Element is checked or not, element is found or not. These many assertions are being provided by Playwright, right? So these all the things we will see practically. Okay, so now let me open this. So since we are already at this page, okay, so now what exactly we're gonna do is, first of all let me close this error. Okay, now what exactly we gonna do it, we will be going on the page, on this particular page, and here what we will do is we will verify that particular text. Okay, so suppose the text is proto commerce, so this text we will verify it. Okay, so if you can see here already I have written the XPath for it. Okay, so first thing, how exactly we can verify this text? Okay, so you need to do one thing, you need to do await page.locator. Okay, and you can just copy and paste that locator here. Okay, and then you can do text content. So this method basically text content returns, this method basically returns whatever this particular locator is having, whatever the text this locator is having, that particular text it will extract it. Okay, so what we will do is we will just store it console, sorry, first of all we'll store it. So to store any sort of uh, characters or any sort of word, what we use is const, and then we can write here their kind of label something. Okay, so in this particular file or in this particular variable, we'll be storing whatever we are grabbing from this locator. Okay, now to verify it, just do console.log and then we'll give label, just copy it from here and paste it over here. Okay, now one second, label. Okay, now what you need to do is just you run it. In the console you will be able to see this particular label is present. Okay, so let it run first. See here, proto commerce, right? This is what we were expecting it here, proto commerce, right? So this has been come here and we have stored it. Now as a part of assertion, what we will use is expect keyword. Expect this particular label dot, there is the method name to be, and then what exactly the text we are expecting. Okay, so we can write it here in the double inverted comma. Okay, so now what it will do is it will verify whether this particular text, whether whatever the text we have extracted from this locator is proto commerce or not. Okay, so let me see, what you can do is again you can store this, because it const is equal to, okay, and what you can do is we will do it console.log and we will print it out. We'll see what is happening. Okay, one second, console. Okay, let's save this. Now we will run it. and see what is coming. Okay guys, see. So basically why it is showing undefined although it is fast is because it is basically verifying whether it is proto-commerce or not. Okay, it is not a boolean. Okay, so my bad, we should not do it, but if it is passed, that means it has been verified properly. Let me run again. See, now it is passed, right? That means this has been verified successfully. Okay, so this assertion is working fine as expected. Now let's go back on the page itself and we will see page title, anything is there. Okay, okay guys, so title is there, which is this one, proto commerce itself. The title name itself is the proto commerce. Okay, so what we will do is we'll verify this title. So how we will do is await expect await expect. Okay, and then this particular page, so it is showing in the suggestion also, particular page dot to have title, and what it is, the title is proto commerce. Okay, let's see what is happening. We are just verifying the title of the page. See, it is passed. It is passed means this particular title has been verified properly. Okay guys, so this is the one thing which we have validated. Okay, now okay guys, let's see this page. So here what we will do is, as a part of assertion, we will validate submit button, whether this submit button is visible or not. Okay, for that what we will do is we'll take this input and class. Okay, so double slash input bracket direct class. Okay, see, one by one it is, right? So what we will do is we will go inside this await page dot locator. We'll give the locator here, right? So since this is a button, right, is visible, so we'll see this button is visible or not. Okay guys, so let me run this. Okay, it has been passed. That means this particular button is visible. Now what exactly you can do is you can store it here, because this is a boolean, so you can store it and you can just do console.log and you can print it out. You can see what exactly it is coming. Okay guys, so see, it is coming as okay. So I think it is bit slow, that's why it is showing false. Ideally it should be true. So what exactly you can do is, like, you can here pass it await page dot wait for timeout, and here you can give 5 seconds of time. Let's see now what it happens. So it's waiting for 5 seconds. Now it has come here. Still it is showing false, not sure, but then we can do one thing, we can just remove this console for now. Ideally this button should be visible. Probably this is not visible because we have not entered all the values, probably because of that, but this is how we can do the assertion, right? And so next we will go and we'll talk about extracting multiple web elements in the page. So how exactly we can extract multiple web elements. So in any page there can be multiple web elements present. How exactly we can extract it? So to extract that, we need to go over here. We'll see what is the how many elements are present here. So if you see form text input, so we'll just copy it and paste it here. So see here, it is showing there are 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 are there. But suppose if you want to check this first one itself, not all, only the first one. So what you need to do in this case, right? So there is something called, so first we will type here, we'll just comment it out, we'll say like checking multiple elements on the page. So to check the multiple elements on the page, we need to type await page.locator. Now what we will do is we will just copy paste this locator, okay, and then what we will do is that we will click it. Because why we are clicking it? Because it's a checkbox or it's a radio button, right? So for now I'm not passing anything as such, okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to run it directly. Now it should fail because I have not given, and there are 4 matching elements present over there, so it should fail here, right? So see, it has been failed. And here is the report. What exactly it is showing? It is showing there are 4 matching elements, right? So we have not specifically told which element we need to click it. So to avoid that, there is something called nth. I can give here nth of 0. So always the indexing start from 0, right guys? So we always have to give here indexing starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you go on the page, if you see here, this is 1. 1 means indexing would be 0. Then second it will be 1. Then third would be 2. So this is how the indexing goes, right? So I have given here nth.0.click. Now it should pass it. See, fast, right? So this is how we will deal with multiple web elements on the page. We always have to go with the indexing, guys, right? So this is how we will handle all the web elements or multiple web elements present on the page. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next lecture. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. And if you are looking to earn a globally recognized certification in automation testing, be sure to check our StarAgile automation testing course. The link is in description. Thanks for watching and keep learning. I will see you in the next video.